already studied about the bar graph. What is the new we are going to read about here? That is the double bar graph. First one and the second questions are given. Graph is given. Based on the graph, you have to answer the questions. Question number 1. Roughly arrange the graph. So question number 1 is use the bar graph to answer the following questions. This is the bar graph. The back lines are not given. So this is the bar graph. Scale is given. 1 unit to 2 students, and here this is the number of students and this is the name of the animals. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, and both the x and y-axis will be combined in the joining are 0. 0 is the origin. Now here based on this, which is the most popular pet? See, the most popular pet is cat, because cat is only having the 10 students likes cat. Okay, so which is the most popular pet is cat, because cat was liked by 10 students. Now second one is how many students have dog as pet? Dogs. How many are having? 8. So 8 students have dogs as pet. See the bar graph, how to answer the question. Now question number 2. In question number 2, here it is given. Read the bar graph which shows the number of books sold by bookstore during the 5 consecutive years. 5 consecutive next years. 1 next 2 is the consecutive number, like that. 1989 to 1993, 1989, 1990, 91, 92 and 93. These are the 5 consecutive years books were sold by the bookstore. And answer the following questions. Once in this graph, you have to answer. Here it is given about how many books were sold in 1989. 1989, here it is 100. It's not touching the 200. In your textbook, the graph is given on the 5 lines. Between 0 and the first line, there are only 5 lines are there. So if you are 100, if you are taking it, one is 100 books, 100 divided by 5. 100 divided by 5 will become 20. So one line you have to consider as the 20. So 5 lines means 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay. According to that, if it will be coming at in 1989, how many books were there? 180. One line is there. No. So we have to. So the solution for the first one is 180 books were sold in 1989. Then next 1990. Here also it is 400 means 420, 440, 460, then 480, then 500. So here it will be 470. So 470 books in 1990. And next is asked in 1992. 1992 about 200. Here it is how many? 20. Between 20 and 40 the number. So therefore here next one is 230 books in 1992. So the second question, in which year were about 475 books sold? About 225 books sold. So 475 books, it is here between 400 and 500 it lies. So in the year 1990. In the year 1990, about 475 books were sold. Next one is asked about 225 books. 225 between 200 and 300. It is 1992. So in the year 1992, about 225 books were sold. Now question number 3. In which years were fewer than 250 books sold? In which are the years? Less than 250, 189. About 250 is less than 200. So 189. And the next one is 1992. That you are sold 230 books only. So the answer is in which years? In 1989 and 1992, less books were sold. In 1989 and 1992, less books were sold. Now, fourth one is, can you explain how do you estimate the number of books sold in 1989? So here in the bar graph given, it is shown that one height, that is 0 to 100, the unit is given as 1 unit is 100 books. So question number 3. In which years were fewer than 250 books are sold? 250 books were sold in the years. 250 is less than 200. Here it is 189 and the next one is 1992. The books sold were 230. So within the years, solution for this is in the years 1989 and 1992, less than 250 books were sold. Now question number 4. Can you explain how you would estimate the number of books in 1989? Books sold in 1989 is 180. Books sold in 1989 is indicated in the bar graph by the height 1 unit equal to 100 books. And the next one is, before only I told you, this bar graph given in your textbook is 5 lines. Bigger one is 5 lines. So in between 0 and 100 there will be 5 lines. So here also 100 and 200 they are having 5 lines. In the 5 lines, the fourth line only is here. In the fourth line only it measures 80 books. Okay. So it is 4 by 5 and 1 unit. So how we will be writing here is books sold in 1989 is indicated by the bar graph of height 1 unit is equal to 100 books. So now we have to mention how we have done it. So now 1 unit is equal to 100 books. Now it is in 1989, how many books were sold? It was 180 books were sold. In the second part, you see it is full 100 is used. All the 5 lines is used, so it is 100 unit. Second one you are having less, little less it is. I told it, as it is in the 100, 5 lines, 100 divided by 5 will become 20. So each line will be the 20 unit. So here it is 1 line is left, therefore it is 4 by 5 units. So next one is 4 by 5 units equal to how many? 80 books. Therefore 1 plus 4 by 5 unit equal to 100 plus 80, 180 books. Number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on a bar graph. Now the class from Maximum number of children. I'm writing down this second one more class, and the minimum is the 10th one. So 10th class. 10th class has the minimum number of children. Now it is asked, the second question is, find the ratio of students of class 6 to the students of class 8. So to find out the ratio. So answer for the second one is ratio of class 6 to the ratio of class 8. So ratio equal to students of class 6 divided by students of class 8. So students of class 6 plus then 8. So students of class 6 we are having 120. So 120 divided by class 8 we are having 100. What can be simplified in the 20 table? 20 table 120 how many times? 6 2s are 6. And in 20 table 100 will become 5. Therefore, ratio is equal to 6:4. So now we will go for the bar graph.
Children, now we are going for the question number 3 in exercise 3.3 bar graph. All the questions have done. Now we'll go for the graph. The graph is shown here. Along the horizontal line is an x-axis and the vertical line is an y-axis. We will be taking the scale only on the y-axis. For the bar graph we will take on the y-axis. In y-axis it is mentioned 1 unit, that is 1 box. This graph is of small one, that is one box there will be 10 lines. That means 10 millimeter equal to 1 centimeter, there will be 10 lines. So each box is of 10 lines. So we have taken the unit, 1 unit is 10 students, and here they have mentioned it classes from 5th standard to 10th standard, and the number of students in each class, 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So what is a bar graph? Is a graph which will be in the shape of a bar. The shape of the bar is a rectangular shape and the width will be the same from the top to bottom, and there is a gap between the next number, there will be a gap. So that is the bar graph. So here for the 5th one it is 135. So from 10, 20, after 30, 140, in between 130 and 140 one line will be there. After the from 130, 131, 32, 33, 34, 35, there we have to mark it 135. Next one we are having 120, 120 is already mentioned in there. So we will mark there and draw the line. Bar should be there, one each bar. Don't make the bars in 2 bars in one. All single bar we will make it of in one box. The next third one you are having 95, 95 between 90 and 100, one bold line will be there, that will be 95. Next comes 100, 100 is clearly shown there, that is for the 8th standard. Then for a 9th standard 90, that is also on the bold line. Then 10th it is for 80. And here along the x-axis we have to mention the classes, 5th, 6th. From 5th to 10th you have to mention, and along the y-axis we have to mention number of students. All these will carry marks. Then only the graph is full.
Now question number 4. The performance of a student in the first term and the second term is given. Draw a double bar graph choosing an appropriate scale and answer the following. First one is, in which subject as a child you performance the most? See, this is the column they have given it. In which term it has increased? In English it has increased. From 67 it gone to 70. Next it has increased in maths from 88 to 95. Then in science also from 81 to 85. And in social science 73 and 75. So now in which subjects the child has improved? Answer is the child has improved his performance in English, the next maths, science and social science. The performance the most, the child has improved its performance the most. The child part in maths, the child performance in maths, the performance of the child is more. The performance of the child is now. Second one, in which subject this importance, the improvement is the least? Which subject it is least? In social science. In social science, the improvement is least. Third one is, has the performance gone down in any subject? Yes. In Hindi, the performance has gone down. In Hindi, 70 to 61 it has gone down. So in Hindi, the performance has gone down. In which subject it is improvement is only 2 marks. So it is the improvement is very less in this one. And here it is asked which subject has the child improved the performance most? In maths, the performance of the child is the most.
Having the question number 4, there they have asked the double bar graph. Double means 2 bar will be there. Same like the bar graph only. Instead of there we have done it 1. Now we are going for the 2. What for this double graph is? Improvement. Here they have given the subjects, how much improvement has done in the first term exam and the second term exam of 4 subjects. Here it is the 5 subjects: English, Hindi, Maths, Science and Social Science. So first term, what is the marks scored, and the second term, what is the marks scored. The second term, to make it a difference, it was shaded for the second term. And the first term, no shaded is there. Here also we have taken the scale as 1 unit equal to 10 marks. All these marks are on the y-axis. And x-axis we are having the subjects. So first one we are having it 67. So 0 to 10 means from 60 to 70 there are 10 lines. On the 7th line you have to draw. That will be the 67 marks. The next one, second term, it was the mark was scored, it's 70. 70 is already there, that you have to mark. So you make the double. So first term and the second term. Now next one is the Hindi. For the Hindi, it was 72. Between the 70 and 80, in between you have the one bold line, that is 5. So from 70, first line 71, the next is 72. The next Hindi, what is the second term? You are having 65. Between 60 and 71 bold line will be there, that is the 5. So 65. Now in third one is the max. In max it is 88. So 80 and before reaching the 90, 2 lines it will be 88, then 89, then 90. The next one is the 95. 95 between 100, 90 and 100 you are having the bold line, that will be the 95. Then next in the science it is 81. So after 80 the first line it will become the 81. The next one is 85, between 80 and 90 the bold line, that is the 85. Then last one subject is the social science. In the social science the marks code is 73. After 70 first line, 70 and 75 you will be having it 5 lines. In that one third line is the 73. The next is 75, that is a bold line. In between 70 and 80 that is the bold line. So now to make it a difference, I have shaded. You can make a design and show that is the difference between the first and the second. This is the double bar graph.
In exercise 3.3, question number 5 and question number 6. Related questions, all the answering the following questions right on the right hand side of the graph book, and the graph will be done in the left side. Here in question number 5 also they have asked some related questions, like how they have asked in question number 4, that you have to do it in the graph book on the right hand side. Similar way in 6. But in the question number 6 it is a double graph. It won't come in the vertical way. You turn the graph book in the horizontal manner and then you do. Because number of cities have asked it, more than 6 is coming. It will not come in the vertical way like this. So change the graph to the horizontal one. Then you do question number 5 and 6.